My parents took out loans in my name for years. I found out when I tried to buy a house. Part 2. He answered on the second ring. I told him I needed to see him and Mum in person that evening. I told him it was not optional. He said that sounded serious. I told him it was. I drove to their house with every document in a folder on the passenger seat. My mum had made tea. She always made tea when she sensed something was coming. Like the ritual of it could soften whatever arrived next. I sat down at the kitchen table where I had eaten dinner for 18 years. I placed the folder between us. Then I opened it. I walked them through everything. The credit report, the 3 loans, the credit card, the address used, the repayment account traced back to my dad's closed business, the solicitor's assessment, all of it, calmly, precisely, without raising my voice once. My dad said nothing for a very long time. Then he said he could explain. He said the first loan had been a temporary measure. He said the business had been going through a difficult period when I was 19 and he had needed a short-term solution. He said he had always intended to pay it off before I would ever need my credit. He said he had not anticipated it becoming what it became. He said things had compounded in ways he had not expected. I listened to every word. Then I asked him when exactly he had planned to tell me. He said he had been looking for the right moment. I asked him if the right moment had perhaps been 6 months ago when I told him I was saving for a mortgage. He looked at the table. My mum said she had not known the details. She said she had known something was wrong with the business years ago but that she had not known what he had done. I looked at her for a long moment. I believed her, and it did not change anything. I told my dad that I had filed formal fraud reports with each lender. I told him my solicitor had advised me that what he had done constituted identity fraud and that as a family member it did not exempt him from criminal liability. I told him the lenders would be investigating. I told him the solicitor had recommended I also file a report with the police. My dad's face changed in a way I had never seen before. The version of him that had always been certain of everything became suddenly very uncertain. He said I would not do that to my own father. He said family did not do that to each other. He said he was sorry. I told him sorry did not repair 23,000 euros of fraudulent debt or the credit score I had spent years unknowingly building on a broken foundation. My mum was crying. My dad was staring at the table. I told him I had a proposal. I told him he had 2 options. Option 1, he contacted each lender directly, admitted responsibility, and began immediate arrangements to clear the outstanding balances himself. He provided the solicitor with a signed written statement confirming he had opened the accounts without my knowledge or consent. That statement would be held in case it was ever needed. He would not be reported to the police. Option 2, I proceeded with every report my solicitor had advised me to make and let the process take its course. He asked me what kind of daughter did this to her parents. I told him I was the kind of daughter who saved 32,000 euros while unknowingly carrying his debt, and that he should consider very carefully which option reflected worse on his parenting. The room was quiet for a long time. Then he said he would take option 1. It took 8 months. He sold a car. He took out a legitimate loan in his own name. He cleared every outstanding balance. He signed the statement. Each lender updated my credit file once the debts were cleared and the fraud reports had been assessed. The process was slow. It was not straightforward, but my solicitor had been right. The documentation was strong. My credit score recovered fully 11 months after that Tuesday morning in the mortgage advisor's office. I resubmitted my mortgage application 14 months after the first rejection, different advisor, same bank, clean credit report, full deposit intact. She approved it within the week. I got the keys on a Friday afternoon. I drove there alone, stood in the empty hallway of my own apartment, the one I had saved for and fought for and waited for. I did not call my parents that day. I called my best friend. I cried a little. It was one of the best days of my life. The way it should have been the first time. My relationship with my parents is not what it was. It is not what I once hoped it would be, but it is honest in a way it never was before. My dad has not spoken directly about what he did since the night I sat across from him with the folder. He probably never will. He is not built for that kind of reckoning, but he fixed it. In the only way that actually mattered. He fixed it. My mom calls every Sunday. We talk about ordinary things, the apartment, my job, a television series she has been watching. Last month she asked if she could come and see the place. I said yes. She stood in the hallway and looked around for a long time. Then she said it was beautiful. She said she was proud of me. I showed her every room. I made her tea in my own kitchen. She held the cup with both hands the way she always has. She did not mention my dad. I did not either. Some things do not need to be said again. They just need to have been heard once. The folder is still in my filing cabinet. The signed statement is still with my solicitor. I hope I never need either of them again. But I kept them, because I have learned that the people who love you are not always the people who protect you, and that sometimes protecting yourself is the most loving thing you can do. Was I wrong for giving my dad an ultimatum instead of going straight to the police? Or did he make that decision for me the day he decided my name was something he could borrow?